Hello friends, in Aquarium Hobby you must need an air pump for aeration or to add oxygen in tank water. But if power failure, then this is a big problem how to add oxygen in tank because your pump will not run. For that I modify the pump which we normally use and convert it to run on 12 volt DC battery. This is that pump. Now I connect these two pipes and connect one air bar, this one blue color air bar and one air stone. Now if I connect its power supply, 12 volt is connected already, and if I connect the ground, then it will start. Yes, air stone start, air bubble start. If I show from the far, its air is too much. I can't believe the result of this pump. At this time the pump is running at slow speed. If I increase the speed from this switch, now it's fast, full speed, and here we can see the bar and air stone, too much air. And now if I check its current, its DC ampere meter, let's make it 0. Yes, now it's 0, and here is the positive supply. Its current is 0.36, or I can say 0.4 ampere. With 0.4 ampere and 12 volt, it becomes 4.8, or let's say 5 watt. With 5 watt, this much aeration or this much air is too much. If you will see normal pump which run on 220 volt, 5 watt or 10 watt, that air is very less. I have one that running behind this one. This is 5 watt pump. Its air is very less as compared to this. This air bar is full of air. This air stone is full of air. And with this current, this battery 12 volt 4Ah, this is motorcycle battery. This battery can run minimum 3 hours. So this is too much time. And also this pump I can use in my car if I want to transport some fishes anywhere. Then I can use this lighter place and connect this terminals with that to run the pump. To make 12 volt air pump, first we need normal air pump which we use in aquarium, which is around 220 volt. For that I have this one SP780 model number. Here is one transformer, 2 magnet, this one air rubbers to make the air pressure on both nozzles, this one and this one. The same one I have here. I have taken out transformer from here, this one. Let's take its measurements. We have to measure this length and this width. For this, if I put here at 10 mm and it's 15 mm is width, and for the this side if I take, this is exactly same 15 mm. It means 15 mm by 15 mm is the area. I have to open this very carefully. I have to press this one lock, this lock. I pressed carefully and then I can open this lock, and now I can take out this baban, we say this black color plastic box. Now first I will remove this 220 volt AC winding because I don't need this one. I have to round 12 volt winding. I brought 30 gauge 20 gram wire and round it here. This is the starting point, and after 250 turns that 20 gram wire finish, and I take out this one point. Then I brought another 20 gram same 30 number wire and start from here, and then that finish at 500 turns. Between this I have taken 1.350 just to check when I will use this with the circuit what will be the best result at which point, then that point I will pick. I will use this circuit. This circuit have Arduino chip. I don't need this chip here. This is just I have placed here. I made this 555 IC anti-stable vibrator circuit with MOSFET. This is positive common supply which I will connect on this starting point, where I will connect the ground that will come from this MOSFET IRF830. This is that wire. Now I have connected ampere meter at 0 DC ampere and also connected the air bubbles. Now if I connect here this negative wire, on this first point 250 tons here. Pump started, air bubbles start coming on both nozzle, and at this time current is 0.79 or 0.8 ampere it's taking. Now if I go on 350 tons, here I connect the ground, same air pump started, but the current is little bit down, 0.5 ampere. And if I connect at 500 tons, here same pump is running, almost air pressure is the same, but the current is 0.33. It means 500 tons point is okay. On this side air is coming more, and this side air is coming little bit less. This less air is due to this rubber issue. This is maybe old, that's why this is not giving more air, but that's working. This is the first option, that I have used positive voltage at starting point and then the ground voltage at 250, 350 and 500 tons, only 2 wire. Now I want to check this with 3 wire system, where I will connect the positive in center, and on both side I will make same number of tons, 250 and 500. Then I will see what will be the result, which one is best, then we will choose that one. Now coil is ready. Before I was using 30 number wire, but that was difficult to complete on this bobbin because bobbin size was small. So I changed from 30 to 32 number, and round 600 turn, then common point this blue one, and then again 600. This is the old one, single ground, this one MOSFET I have connected, and then this blue wire I have connected with positive, this one 12 volt, and only one coil I have connected, and current is 3.5 amps because 600 tons are used. Air is okay, but if I connect the second one, this MOSFET I have still opened, keep. Now if I connect this one, there is a significant change in air bubbles. If I open this, air bubbles reduce. If I connect this one, air bubbles increase too much. But here the current remain 0.3 amps like before. It means with center tape transformer we have achieved the best result. Here I observe one more point. This blue is common point center, so I connect red wire, and this black one if I connect here, it give us 14.6 or 7 ohm resistance, 14.1 ohm. And from the center point if I come to this last point, it will give us 17.5 or 17.6, 17.5. Start coil, center point, end point, 600 ton, 600 ton, both resistance will be equal. But in actual case, the bobbin, when we start the rounding of wire, at that time bobbin remain empty. So the circle of the inner side dia is small. After 600 tons, when we reach at this point, after that there are 600 tons on the bobbin, and from here when we start next loop, the length of the loop will be increased if I give 600 round, because the dia of the circle is increased. That's why at this point I can give 560 round, then the length and resistance will be same. Need to consider this point if any friend want to make this one, but still it will work, no issue. Here I have used 32 gauge wire, total weight was 60 gram. This transformer was working best, but still I was trying to make the resistance equal on both sides. First option, to open this and remove the turns from the upper winding. Then there was second option, I open the tape from back side and rub little bit wire from here like this, and then check the resistance at this point, but it was very close to 17. Then I check another 1 point, then I check another 1 point. Very careful because wire is very thin, if little bit pull it can break. Then I have to open the transformer. So thanks God I can find this wire from here where I can find the close resistance. So this blue wire is at red wire of meter, and this black, if I connect on first point where I can get 14 ohm resistance, this was my first loop, 14.3, and then this was second one, here I was getting 17 ohm, and here I find this point and connect this yellow wire. At this point I can get 14.8, very close to loop 1, 14.6. After taking out the loop, now I have again connected back the transformer and airs are coming best. At this time the current is 0.26. Here is the summary of the turn ratio. Before 600 and 600 turn, and resistance was 14.5 and 17.5. Here the current was 0.31 amps and here the current was 0.36 amps. So I take out the loop from here, 14.6 ohm. This loop I have taken out approximately 540 turns, and at this loop the current alone was 0.36, very close to this one, first one. Then I connect this and this loop and leave this one here. This one is 17.5 ohm resistance loop, last point. I don't use this one, and this wire I have taken out from bottom. This was near about 14.6 ohm, and now the both windings have the same resistance, and if I run both, the total current is near about 0.3, and wattage 12 volt multiply 0.3, 3.6 watt is the total wattage of this pump, and air is too much. Now if I make again, or any friend make, then he don't need this loop, only round 540 round on upper layer, and then take out the loop, or discuss with any other person who has the expertise on transformer. Then now both sides are equal, then both MOSFET have the same temperature. Before, the first one was getting more temperature because its resistance was 14, and the second was little bit cool because its resistance was 17 ohm. Now both are same but still cool, no need of heatsink. To increase or decrease the air pressure, I need to change the frequency of this 555 timer multi-vibrator. For that I have connected here some VR. I will change this one and then we see. At this time 49 Hz or 50 Hz are running and current is 0.38 amperes. At 50 Hz is maximum frequency for this iron core and maximum pressure. If I reduce the frequency from this potential, then we see what will be the result. Reducing the frequency 48, 47, and at this time the current is 0.36, 0.35. I am still reducing the frequency and air bubbles reduced. Frequency is 37, 36. Now if I reduce more with other potential, because I have two potential 11K, because I don't have 2 kilo ohm one potential. Now we observe here air is very less at 32 Hz, but the current is 0.46 ampere, current increase. Reason of that, at this time the transistor remain on more time at low frequency, and with this diode is to make the duty cycle 50%. That's why half time on, half time off. And here this green color LED start on off. I can see this because frequency is low. So if I go below 30 Hz, then this transistor or MOSFET become hot as current increase to 0.5 ampere near about, and maybe this core also become hot. So I will increase the frequency again 45, and with the second potential. Now if I increase the frequency till 49 Hz, its maximum frequency and maximum air pressure, and current again came back to 0.4 or 0.38. Now if I increase the frequency a little bit more, then we see what will happen. Now frequency still increase, transformer sound change 60 Hz. After 63 or 64 Hz, we observe that air pressure finish. Even transformer is still vibrating little bit, but air pressure finish, because the iron core work best on 50 Hz. So I have to adjust here this potential maximum 50 Hz, then I can achieve the best result. Also the current increase 0.47, but air was not more. After getting final setting, I will make this fixed resistance at proper value. Then I can make this potential at minimum and maximum. Then minimum frequency will be at 30 Hz and maximum will be at 50 Hz. I brought this motorcycle battery 12 volt 4 ampere per hour, and now current is 0.49 or 0.5 ampere because frequency is 34. That's why this light start blinking. The reason of that, I don't have 2K volume. That's why I use a fixed resistance and a switch to increase or decrease the air pressure. Now if I press this switch, then it will make 50 Hz. Yes, 54 Hz or 55 Hz. This wire is little bit loose, that's why little problem. Now frequency 54 Hz, air pressure maximum, and current is 0.35, which already we have checked. During R&D, when I was making this circuit on this project board, there was no component damage, no issue, no problem. But when I make this real circuit, then there was big problem, and my 3555 timer IC damage, 2 IRF 520 MOSFET damage, big loss. So the reason was I make the circuit like this. When I make real circuit, then I connect a diode here for reverse protection and give the supply to this transformer. From here I give the supply to this transformer center point. Maybe this transformer was giving high voltage spikes on back side, and from here that spikes was coming inside this 555 timer, and then it damaged, and then 2 MOSFET also damaged. Then I change MOSFET from IRF 520 to IRF 3710, and available with me was 3710. This was also working, this was also working, anyone can take. Then I modify the diode. After that this circuit worked proper, because in this project board I did not use the reverse protection diode and it was working best from last 3-4 days. But when I connect this diode, too much problem came. Then I modify this and connect diode here, and before diode I give the supply to this transformer. Also connect a FR107 fast recovery diode. IN4007 can also be used, but this is fast, so I use this one because high switching is happening here. This FR107 can damage if I connect the reverse supply. So very careful while connecting this 12 volt supply. I connect red color for positive supply and black color for negative supply. So there is very less chance to reverse the power. Is 2 MOSFET. This transistor is to invert the signal. When this will be high, this transistor will on. At time this transistor will off this MOSFET. So it will become flip flop. This will on, this will off, this will on, this will off alternatingly. 555 timer IC. At this point this diode is for duty cycle. If I connect this diode, it will make 50% duty cycle. High and low signal will be nearly equal. This R2 resistance I will make the frequency high or low. That's why I break it in 2 parts, and here I explain this R2 equal to RA plus RB. RA equal to 1.2K. This is the fixed resistance. With this resistance I will get 50 Hz signal, and if I increase this RB, 2K will be added in this series, and then I can get minimum 30 Hz. But at this time I don't available 2 kilo volume. That's why I use this one, RB equal to 1.5K. Instead of VR I use 1.5K and connect a switch here. This one is that switch. This will short the 1.5K connected here, and then the resistance only 1.2K will remain. When I will open the switch, then it will become total 2.7K and frequency reduced to 34 Hz and pressure become less. And when I will close this switch, it will short and frequency will be 50 Hz and air pressure will be more. Here I have red color power LED which indicate that power on. This is 25 volt 470 microfarad filter capacitor, and then this is green color LED on this MOSFET drain. When frequency will be high, then it remain on because I cannot see the it's on off. But when it will be at 30 Hz, then it remain on off I can see it's blinking. And this second MOSFET also have one yellow LED, but I don't use this yellow LED on my board. I have only one green color LED. Board size is 2-inch length and 1-inch width. It's very small, but I try to complete all the components here because I have to fit this one here, so I cannot make it big one. I shall paste all necessary pictures, circuit diagram and detail in a folder and paste its link in description. If anyone want to see, he can download and see. Still, if I did something wrong, then he can tell me in comments. I will also try to make it correct. Hope this video will help someone. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.